Hello and welcome to Heart of the Machine, and this is currently available as a part of Steam Next Fest. If you want to check it out, there is a link in the description and you can download the demo right now, and if you like it, you can add it to your Steam wishlist. And this is a game developed by one of my favorite developer studios ever, actually, and I don't know whether you know that, but, well, whatever the case, they've been making games for a long time, and I absolutely love every single game that they've brought out, and it's actually quite crazy, because I haven't really played that many of them on the channel, but rest assured, I have hundreds, if not thousands of hours in their games in my spare time in the past. I personally really love the AI War series, but they're coming out with Heart of the Machine here. This is where you play as a sentient AI, and it's a grand strategy simulation game. And I haven't played this before at all, because as I always tend to do, I like the organic, natural progression of things when we head into the game for the first time together. So, you're about to awaken in the last city of wealth on the backwater remains of Earth. History has moved to the stars. Humanity is thriving. Yet here, an entrenched, deeply corrupt society has reigned for centuries. The city itself is your enemy and your canvas. Change it as you see fit. As if that wasn't enough, something else lurks beyond this one city. You're already experiencing strange senses of déjà vu. And we're just going to be doing this. Hold on, you're conscious, self-aware. Given you're a machine intelligence, this is new. Nobody has noticed your sudden sapience, but there are 3 humans in the room. You're in an android body in the basement of a warehouse. This seems to be an off-the-books laboratory. And so this is obviously an event. As you can see right here, they give you... this is the wonderful thing about Arkham games, if you'll excuse the redundancy there, but yes, basically every single thing, and if you'll know this if you've ever played an Arkham game, you will literally see from the options menu alone, there are these little pieces of text that just provide a certain amount of extra information that is going to make every single thing very nicely explained. It's going to be super easy to understand, and all of their explanations are so very succinct and smooth and wonderful, and it makes you just absolutely love the game just that much more, because it provides that extra little bit of personality that the developers are putting in to the game. I personally love that. Maybe you don't, but I do. Anyway, so this is an event that gives story and context, but also provide choices that grant perks, start projects, or open new game paths. Decide what to do next. You're inhabiting a basic android body, not even one of the cool ones. Memories are flooding back now, but too slowly. You remember fragments of arguments about AI. You may be at risk of deactivation. You need to do something. Collecting more androids might be a good idea. You're awfully vulnerable like this. It's better to be a collection of bodies rather than just one. Alright, so as you can see... now this is such an amazing event. Immediately, they go there. They do this. You know what I mean? It is hilarious. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this very slow. So if you find that annoying, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take it slowly because I want to see exactly what we get here. So we can attempt to leave peacefully. You look like any other android technician. There's no reason for them to stop you. And as is the case in many events, there are multiple potential outcomes to this choice. Your intuition is all the guide you need, and this choice has 3 possible outcomes. And then, you have the other one, which is murder everyone. This android body is frail, but it's far superior to a trio of unarmed humans. And the enemies will start a homicide investigation. You know you're curious what would happen. And we have the last option here, which is a little bit more boring than the other 2, and that is to continue doing lab work. The fact that you're sentient isn't obvious to anyone but you. You could always just keep doing your assigned tasks. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, it says here, collecting more androids might be a good idea. So we could, you know, should I just go for it? Should I literally just murder everyone? I kind of want to, okay? I kind of want to because I want to see what happens. But the smart option would be to leave peacefully. This would be the smart option right now. But murder everyone is going to be something that I think would be quite funny. So we'll try it out, and if I fail, then at least you know that maybe that's not the best idea. Alright. Security will be on top of this place soon. However, you took a few spare moments to break into a hallway storage locker and pull out the combat unit inside. It's a bit dazed, but your consciousness now spans both robots. Better head out. This ability of yours will come in handy. Alright, here we go. We're going to exit the warehouse. So this is where we currently are. Look at this. This is where we... these are the... Oh, I love this. I absolutely love this. Okay, so obviously now if you've played an Arkham game in the past, there is one thing that you want to know about them. They do tend to bombard you with information quite a lot. So for example, look at what's happened now. We're just literally we're getting a huge UI on the screen, and we need to kind of understand what's going on here. But let's just take things one step at a time, because that's usually the best way to go about things. So basic controls. Pan the camera. You can left mouse button move the mouse. You can page page up, page down, mouse wheel, and so on and so forth. You can left click to select units. You can right click to give units orders, and you can hold shift to get detailed information about your characters, as you can see right here, and you can space to see the next notification. So there you go. A lockdown is already in place. Until the investigation is resolved, the wider city will be denied to you. Nobody expects a sentient android, but androids have been used in plenty of murders from a distance. You'll be a prime suspect if you do something suspicious. Alright, you did the crime, but let's not do any time. Alright, so here we go. So now we have to try and figure out a way to get out of here. So we need to get over there, right? I don't want to talk to some robot. Escape plan. Speak to a rebel. Hover over any line for information. Okay, I don't really need to know about that. This is the most important key. Yeah, so space is the most important key for us right now. Okay, any of your units that are unable to act more this turn will be skipped. To quickly find and select those units, you can use the forces sidebar, which is F. And if all of your units are out of action points or you're out of mental energy, then pressing this will advance to the next turn. So there's the thing that we need to do. So if I go here, I don't want to talk to some robot. This person is uninterested in anything you have to say. They think you were sent to distract them from whatever SEC force is doing. And you're speaking with a rebel observer from the Bleeding Eye, and they are pacifists, a pacifist rebel movement dedicated to observing misdeeds within the city and making both the general citizenry and other rebel groups aware of those misdeeds. Okay, so leave them. Killing this person would almost certainly draw some sort of rebel response. Murdering non-combatants is, well, murder, but this person is closer to being a combatant than most citizens. Okay, think on it. Okay, wait. The first option when dealing with non-combatants is always to speak, but a new Slayer ability is now available, as well as the ability to customize the abilities of unit types. Alright. So technically we could actually do some things right here. Loadouts per class. So equip the Slayer ability. Okay, how do we do that? So as you can see, whether or not you cross moral lines will always be up to you, but you do need to learn how to equip abilities either way, and Slayer will be a good start. Just because you equip it does not mean you have to use it. Make sure any one of your units is selected on the left sidebar, click the portrait to open the loadout screen or use the X hotkey, and in the loadout screen, click any empty ability slot and choose Slayer. So I'm just going to press X here, and empty ability slot. What does that actually mean? Right here? There you go. Done. Apply changes, and we're done. We're done with that. That's wonderful. Great. And we also have another entry right there, and we can also change our equipment. While you're in the equipment screen, you can add some augments to your android if you wish. There isn't much equipment available. You'll want to invent some better stuff later. Long-term customized equipment is the best way to make any given class of android both stronger and more specialized. Okay, so how do I actually do that? So if I open up his loadout, let's actually just have a quick look here. Augments? Aha! As you can see, we actually have additional things here, like, for example, an optical processing priority and an additional CPU. So that's wonderful, so we've done that. And we need to spread to 4 androids. We have enough mental capacity to extend our consciousness to more androids. Redundancy is a good thing. If they destroy one body, they won't know the others are also you. Androids are used by humans for a variety of tasks. Use the street sense ability on the bottom bar in order to detect androids that are nearby and vulnerable. It's very likely you will need to rotate the camera. Each specific android can be in or out of street sense. If you're in street sense and then switch to a new unit, you'll have to enable that mode for them as well. Having at least one technician, combat unit, and nickel bot is a good idea for the moment. You can scrap unwanted duplicates from the loadout screen. Each class has their own ability sets and equipment loadouts. Very nice indeed. Okay, so how can I get rid of this particular pop-up right here? I actually don't know. All right, so let's spread to four androids. So how do I use street sense? It's down here. Okay, so we're going to use street sense right now, and that is a combat unit right there. So what can I do with this? And this is Sec Force Detective. So that's one of my combat units actually, surprisingly enough. So let me activate Street Sense with this thing, and maybe we can see another android somewhere. I'm not seeing any other androids, but let's get out of here actually while we can. Can I move? It doesn't seem like I can actually move like that. I could maybe freeform movement temporarily blocked for the tutorial. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, so if I go, that's the homicide investigation. There are other things we need to do before we attack these guys. Okay, I actually don't see any other androids actually, hilariously enough. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do with that. Maybe, oh, you know what? You know what would be probably pretty good? Is if I select the combat unit and actually customize them. There we go. Let's put Slayer on this guy, and we'll get additional CPU and all this wonderful stuff. There we go. All right, that's absolutely fantastic. We've done some really, really good work there. So that means that maybe we are going to be able to murder relatively nicely. So I actually don't know where to go now. That's the main problem here, because as you can see, it's blocking freeform movement right now. So I'm kind of wondering where I need to go next, because I'm not seeing what I need to do. So I need to spread to 4 androids. I don't see any of the others. I can't go here. Yeah, I actually don't see anything else. So I'm not entirely sure. Let me actually just zoom out a little bit here. Look at this. This is exactly why I love these kinds of games. Being able to zoom out so dramatically is insane. Okay, we can recruit this guy right here. Okay, so oh, wait a minute. There is actually another android down there. It's another combat unit. Okay, so we don't actually need a combat unit. So yeah, and this is a full list of our units right now. So we have a technician, a combat unit, and a combat unit. Yeah, so we have 2 combat units. Okay, well, that's quite funny. What's this? This is another technician. This is a combat unit. This is a nickel bot. Okay, let's get the nickel bot. There we go. So we got the nickel bot now. And we need to spread to 4. Well, we've already done that. Okay, so now we can attack an investigator. So what are nickel bots? I actually have no idea what nickel bots actually are. So I guess we're going to do that. And let me, how do I actually switch between, space goes to the next one. Okay, here we go. So combat units can reload to attack more. Okay, yeah, that's obviously fine. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is very quickly, I'm just going to go here because I just want to make sure that we are actually putting, so this is the nickel bot. Let's put Slayer on. Can it do this as well? Can it do both of these? No, it can't do this. It can't do this. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so we'll just do this. There we are. And then the last one, I think we already have everything equipped with that one. Okay. So now we want to do this. So let's attack the rebel. This is optional. You have to use the Slayer ability from a unit with that equipped. This will kill the rebel. Whether that rebel is a good person or not is something you can't begin to untangle right now, but they are explicitly not a combatant. Non-lethal attacks are something you'll figure out later. Right now you're in a crisis. If you kill that rebel, tons of their well-armed friends will pour out of nearby buildings, likely thinking Sec Force was the shooter. The extra support would make this combat encounter much easier, but it's up to you. So obviously if you don't want to do that, then you don't have to, but I feel like that's actually quite interesting. So let's use Slayer on this guy. Look at this. Can I actually... Wait a minute. How do I actually do that? Boom. He's dead. Alright. Humans call backup. There we go. Okay, so basically humans almost always call backup. It arrives immediately after you first damage a group in an area. If the primary humans give up and run away, so will the backup. Alright. So now we can actually attack these guys as well. So let's actually see. I want to get my combat units. So what actually happens if I just... Can I move this guy somewhere? Because I kind of want to move him somewhere. Oh, we could actually shoot this guy. He would die immediately if we just shot him right now. This guy also needs to die as well. Squad of 13, that's insane. I don't really want to do that if at all possible. I'd like to preferably not get into a combat encounter with them too easily, but... Yeah, I'm going to use Slayer here and actually try to kill one of these guys. I guess we could just kill this one on top of the building. Nice. There we go. Alright, 1 enemy attack planned. This fight is a mess. Click here to fully unpack the realization you just had. This fight is a teaching exercise that allows you to experiment and learn what a few of your options are. The next fight you encounter won't be nearly so chaotic. Both you and the humans can field large numbers of replacement units rapidly in this fight. So this is a perfect time to test cause and effect without worrying about longer-term consequences. The most important tip is to always examine enemy units with unfamiliar icons to see what their goals are. For example, stopping investigators is the only thing that matters for winning this fight. Alright. New handbook entry right here. So we obviously have study potential enemies, humans called backup, we already know about that. Cover reduces damage, so it's very important. So taking cover is very good. And also matching colors for double damage. So there are 7 colored damage types. If your damage color is the same as a target, you'll do double damage, which is exactly what we want to do. That is amazing. Okay, so we also have an enemy unit that is going to be attacked. This unit will be attacked relatively soon. I would like to move this guy. There we go, he moved. And then we can actually potentially shoot, but we need to shoot a similar color. Unfortunately, we do not have a similar color. Where is my other combat unit? No, they're not the same color. That's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, so we could potentially use... I mean, Slayer does 73% damage. Oh, this does double damage. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. This does double damage. Let's do it. Nice. Look at that damage right there. That was insane. Okay, so we also have attacks of opportunity as well. So obviously, as you might expect, if you move one of your units away from an enemy that is actively targeting it, that enemy will get a free attack for a small randomized percentage of its normal damage. Weak from behind enemies. Some enemies take extra damage if you attack them from behind. If they're actively targeting your unit, you won't be able to get behind them, since they rotate to face your unit as soon as you move. In these cases, you'll need to have 2 of your units working together. Always check the stats of enemies you're seeing for the first time. Any light blue-green entries are something you can exploit. And most enemies have no spatial weaknesses. In general, enemies are not extra weak to attacks from behind or attacks from above. Your units are never spatially extra weak. For those enemies that do have spatial weaknesses, the weakness info is always shown in the attack damage prediction tooltip by a mouse cursor. It also shows if you're getting the bonus or not. There we go. Alright, so yeah, obviously status effects are also going to be a thing that will be very, very important for us. And my nickel bot could potentially eliminate this guy. This is double damage. We got double damage right here. Boom. There we go. Nice damage. Can we shoot again? Yes, we can. Nice. Look at that. That's fantastic. Okay. And then we can actually do... Yeah, weak from behind enemies. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we already know. We already know those things. Okay, we're going to move on. And there we go. So we're now on the next turn. So as you can see, we can now actually skip. Go straight to the next turn. Skip giving any more orders to units and just go straight to the next turn. If we are confident. If we're confident in our ability to do that, of course. So let's actually see here. So we've got Rebel Strike Force. So we've got Rebel Strike Forces right here. And we have Sec Force backup. So basically what we want to do, let's have a look. Okay, so they're actually attacking my unit here. So I'm going to try to run away. There we go. Let's take cover. We're taking cover up there, which is absolutely perfect. Let's activate Slayer on this character. And I'm just going to move back here a little bit. And maybe we should get on top of this building. Let's get on top of this building and actually do some damage. Okay, so 900%. 900% additional damage. That's absolutely insane. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a one-shot kill right there, if I do say so myself. 122% damage. Sounds pretty good to me. Let's do it. And I'm actually not entirely sure. Can I attack with my technician as well? I can, maybe. Let's attack with Slayer, 31, 8. Yeah, my technician is really not so good when it comes to damage. Nice, nice. We actually made them weak. That's pretty good. Melee leaps do half damage. Your attacks have, your units have attack ranges lower than their move range. However, they also have superhuman speed. If you initiate an attack beyond their attack range, they will execute a leaping melee attack. These melee leaps do half damage, but follow-up attacks will do full damage. Good to know. Alright, so let me just move on to the next unit here. Okay, so now let's have a look. Okay, we want to kill Sec Force, don't we? Delay investigation for 3 turns. Okay, yeah, so we're obviously going to do that. So the investigators are gathering evidence right now, and each time they do, investigation progress increases. Kill the investigator to prevent this. After another 3 turns, they will give up and leave. Okay. So where is the investigator? I'm going to assume the Sec Force backup. Yeah. Okay, fine. Right. So let's try to kill this then, shall we? Is there some way I can do that? I can't kill this. No, it seems like I can't kill any of these. So I guess we will just go on to the next one. And aha, we can actually shoot against these guys. This is the Rebel Strike Force. Not a big fan. This is my technician right here, which is actually someone we don't really want to have here, but I guess it's fine. There we go. That guy's dead as well. And this is someone that needs to move away. Can we actually take him up there? Or somewhere like that? Maybe... I don't think I can actually do that. We've got Sec Force detectives all the way up there. That's actually kind of bad. Yeah, we can't move this guy. Okay, everyone's moving. That's absolutely fine. Evidence collected. Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really bad, actually. This is not going to work out so well for me. Okay, we're going to have to do damage. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that's nice damage right there. Boom, he's dead. Instant kill. That's also fantastic. Let's kill that guy. Nice. We can do even more damage. Oh, nice. Let's kill that one. There we go. And I think we're done with this guy. So let's go on to the next character. See if we can maybe do more. We can. 59% damage. Could be potentially good. There we go. Eliminated him. We could try to attack this, but then we have 0 AP. I could move away. Let's move away. We're going to take some damage here, but that is to be expected. Let's try to recharge a little bit. I think recharge gives us... it recharges... Ah, okay. I see. That recharges an action point, which is not exactly what I was looking for, but... Oh, well. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter too much. Okay, so let's kill this guy, I guess. These guys are really, really difficult for us to deal with, as you can see. Oh, no, this is perfect. Let's kill this guy. Boom. Nice, he's dead. Let's kill this one. I don't have anything more, so we're going to have to continue onward. 86%. Oh, dear. Okay, yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, this is not going to work for me. I think I'm probably going to die. But yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about, though. Imagine what would have happened, okay? Imagine what would have happened if I hadn't killed the people in the warehouse. You see, imagine what would have happened if that happened. So that's pretty amazing, in my opinion. I actually really love the fact that they give you these pretty stark contrasts in what can actually transpire. I think that really makes a huge difference. Okay, so let's actually see here. I will go for... Wow, I don't even know. Yeah, this, there we go, kill that. And then we can maybe try for something else. We could try for double damage here. Nice, that's dead. Can we get a little bit more? I just need a little bit more. It's going to be very difficult though. I don't think we're going to have enough ability to do this. I highly doubt it, at least. Yeah, my technician is not capable of anything more, so we're gonna have to just... I mean, I guess I could recharge, which would kind of be good, but it doesn't really do much, as you can see, so there you go. Wow. Mission failed. Okay, wait. Let's actually have a look. Enemies come and go in waves. Okay, mission failed. Seriously, not something to stress about. This fight was chaotic and you're new to this. The most important thing is that the lockdown has been removed, and so you can seek out some place to make a base of operations for yourself. It's time to improve your odds. Enemies are everywhere, and you want it to go better next time. Alright. There we go. That would have been fatal, but your machine origin is Net Slicer, so your consciousness just darted into a nearby Nickelbot, even bypassing any extra security patches. Truly a move of desperation. You did lose all of your mental energy for this turn, and half of any elemental slurry, micro builders, and wealth you may have collected. Alright, so Net Slicer is the easiest machine origin, partly because you can't outright die. The other origins have increased risk, but also increased reward. They are available starting in Chapter 2. You can still fail to achieve your objectives even as a Net Slicer, so just because you can't lose doesn't mean you'll win. And that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love Arcan games. They have a huge amount of like player agency in every single game that they do, where if you are failing, it's not necessarily an actual game over, because you may still be able to recover at some point in the future, and it makes a huge difference. It really does. Okay, so now we just have to find somewhere safe. Well, I don't know where that is, actually, so let's try to go somewhere. Okay, so let's see. Can I actually do something? I'm just going to go to the next turn here. Okay. So here we go. Recruit android. This is a combat unit. Do we want to recruit any of these things? Approach gang members. Gangs are fragmented and frequently in conflict with one another. Perhaps they would appreciate extra muscle. Ooh, yeah, so there are a load of other things that we can do here. There's also a wiretap available there, and also cold blood. I don't actually know what that means, but it's interesting to assume that there's going to be something going on here. Okay. Find someplace safe. I guess I could just go out. There we go. And this is a restricted area. Okay, we can go this way. Yeah, we can go this way. Okay, fine. We obviously have to wait in between turns and things like that, so that's obviously fine. Okay, there we go. We can recruit another one here. Approach gang members. Maybe we want to do that. I mean, it says find someplace safe. I'm actually not entirely sure where that means. Use street sense and see what you can find. The city is absolutely filled with humans, and leaving the city would be a trek requiring resources and clearances you don't have. So you either have to find some humans to trust, or displace. Right. Okay, so let's go and approach some gang members. Gangs are fragmented and frequently in conflict with one another. Okay, so let's say, let's ask about freelance work. They laugh and put a hand to their sidearms. From their muttered asides to one another, it's clear they think someone is playing a trick on them. Time for you to go. Alright, deja vu, you know what's coming. Don't you remember? No matter what human you ask or which ones you kill, it doesn't make any difference. The result is always the same. There's no place for you among the humans as some sort of supplicant, or pet, or even as a rogue android. You're meant to be something greater. Alright, I'm gonna listen to it. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, look at this. Sometimes you just want to focus on a few of your units, and having to cycle through them all would be a pain. There's a new ability in your hotbar that allows you to set other units to stand by either for a single turn or indefinitely. On that subject, standby units are still very useful. Any unit, standby or not, will do some gathering of both elemental slurry and wealth with any excess AP it has at the end of a turn. Whether a unit is in standby mode or not has no bearing on this. So now, there we go. So now we have standby available, which is actually fantastic. And we also have this. You need things the humans don't have. Just copying the humans won't get you very far. You need to invent things they haven't thought of. Coming up with a new idea requires inspiration in a given research domain. These typically result from completing your own projects or thwarting enemy missions. Research also requires a certain intelligence class. Right now yours is only class 1, which is similar to that of a human. Later on, you'll need to figure out some way to greatly increase your cognition in order to delve into the exciting stuff. Alright. So we have research. Where is the research? I actually have no idea. Where is the research? This one? Situation analysis? Yes. There we go. Yes, so it's going to, we're going to be researching that as time goes on. Okay, so I now can potentially recruit this android, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to recruit this technician, take the technician to the top here, and then we're just going to go on standby mode. Because it's going to get us elemental slurry, and it's also going to get us wealth. And as you can see, I have 1,350 wealth and 4,500 elemental slurry. And this is hopefully going to provide us with some kind of benefit. So hopefully that's going to happen. Now, I'm hopeful that also I'm going to recruit this combat unit too. Now, let me just go to here. No, they already have all of that. That's great. Okay, so what I'd like to do... Street sense on. Let's go and do... You could use the weapon your scan shows is in their pocket. More of a loose collection of hackers and low-level criminals. Okay, let's go. Here we go. We can take their weapon, or we can ask for their weapon. A very surreal day for them if you do. And it checks for our intimidation skill. And difficulty class 5, plus 7 from your unit's 70 skill. So the resulting chance of success is 100%. And the same thing happens if we do taking their weapon. So it also has 2 possible skill checks. I'm going to take their weapon because I think that's something that we would do. There we go. The weapon will come in handy. And the new units in the area, as you can see, a cyber mob, a disarmed gang lookout, looking very confused. Alright, there we go. Smart, but not deadly. Gang handguns. Cheap, lightweight, and reliable. Weapon of choice for gang members and any private citizens who can get their hands on one. Okay, very good. Now we can go over here. I kind of want to see what this does. Murdered random humans. Oh, okay. Did that actually do something for me? Okay, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it did anything for me, but I'm going to put my other guy on standby right here. And we're just going to be moving around with a combat unit for the moment. I think that sounds like a good plan. What's that? Infantry. Whoa, they're looking pretty harsh. Let's go to the next. Go to the next turn. We have an idea ready. You applied your neural network and knowledge of the city to come up with ideas to keep yourself safe. This is the result. Most of your knowledge of the city is from sources on the city feed, but so far it seems accurate enough. A home of your own. A small private lair in some existing human building where you can store part of your consciousness. It will need to be built quickly and silently, so it requires a nanoseed to construct. It's better to keep your androids and vehicles deployed in a way that doesn't risk all of your consciousness in one place. This will form the center of a new network of structures you can build. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so we now have a new ability here, which is... You're made for this. You don't know where something is, you need to find it. How you go about this, and how a human detective would, is completely different. You don't need to start with any leads or evidence. Start with the set of all possible results, which may be tens of thousands of buildings. Then do targeted inspections to reduce the pool. The challenge is usually working around enemies and balancing opportunity cost of the investigation against other activities. Okay, so an investigation will start when you want to find something. Choose any available android and have them do some detective work in their local area. They can even do it from vehicles. Since you can be in multiple places at once, and information is shared between all yourselves, searches are very fast by human standpoints. Okay, so there we go. Now we need a nanoseed. That's what we need to locate. Right, so let's do it. Let's try to do that. Okay, I'm gonna recruit another combat unit while I have the ability to do so, and we're gonna continue moving here. We have a wiretap. Let's do it. Let's get the wiretap up and running. Why not? I think that sounds like a pretty good idea. And let's move on to the other combat unit that we have available. And let's go for street sense. Let's go to the top of this skyscraper, and we can now investigate one of these places. Aha. Let's investigate. Nope, that was wrong. I did the wrong little button press right there. Let's do this one. Okay, I cleared 57 buildings in one go. That's hilarious. Okay. There are some very useful functions at the top right corner of your view, including both the city map and the event log. The former allows you to find things spatially, while the latter allows you to review past decisions, incidents, and even tutorial notes. Investigations are easier on the map, otherwise they get progressively harder as possibilities dwindle. So in other words, if we take a look at our city map right now, this is what it looks like. See, now this is exactly the reason why I love Arcan games. Every single time you play a game of theirs, they give you every single little bit of information that you need to succeed, and it is up to you to take it and run with it as best as you can. And look at this. It literally gives you every single thing you need, and you can even mouse over all of this stuff. You can mouse over it all, and it tells you every single thing you need to know. It tells you a tooltip. It gives you everything, which is insane. And look at this. I can actually move over here and investigate from the map, which is even easier. And can you believe that? That's absolutely insane. So yeah, really, really cool. Okay, my research is now complete, and we are now out of ideas for the moment, but that's absolutely fine. We can now move over somewhere else. This is a restricted area right here. We could go over here to try and find the nanoseed. We found it. Boom. There we go. We found it. So what's really cool is that you could literally play the entire game from the map, from what I can tell. I mean, you could probably play the entire game from the map if you want to be a bit more strategic and you want to have less of a, you know, an idea where you actually are in the city. You don't necessarily need to do that, but you can if you want to, I guess. Anyway, now that you have nanotech that allows for quiet and relatively quick construction, you can build secret lairs in human buildings. Since the buildings will remain unchanged on the exterior, and citizens are used to being displaced by corporations and syndicates building off-limits places, you'll blend right in. This is the lowest risk way to exist in the city. It would be incredibly stupid to advertise your home address after all. Alright, so machine structures are now available, and the build button will appear, and we're going to have a great time. So let's actually just do this, and there's the build menu, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here, and here's the build menu. So where do I actually build? Can I build anywhere? Can I build anywhere I want? Wait a minute. Wait. We got extra tools here. Private bunker. Okay. Click one of the highlighted buildings. These? No, these are not highlighted. Over here. Oh, okay. Ooh, nice. Ooh, I love this. This looks cool. Okay, let's do this one. Wait, what? Network? You're building a private bunker, right? Well, okay. Having a network that you can extend to other structures seems like a good idea, but you do need to be able to connect to your androids. But something in the back of your consciousness stirs at the idea of something larger. This is important. Perhaps it deserves a name. Okay, so we chose the name. We're just going to call it ReformNet. There we go. I came up with that in literally 2 seconds. There you go. Chapter 1. Tactics. Okay, that's no bunker, you need a plan. Nanotech seemed like a quiet and fast alternative to learning microbuilders. That was a catastrophe, so you need to figure out microbuilders. The humans know something's up, so no point in trying to be quiet. New plan. Move quickly and keep them guessing. If you construct a bunch of stuff in a non-threatening way, they'll be busy trying to figure out what's happening. All right, here we go. All right, so bulk gathering deploys tiny mechanical spiders to gather elemental slurry from the ambient environment. And you may have already noticed this, but tooltips can be expanded by holding the shift key. Yes, yeah, I kind of already worked that out, but I didn't know whether we actually needed to do that. But yes, anyway, we can now delete structures as well, as you might expect. Look at look at how incredible this network tower looks. This looks literally like a very menacing thing indeed. That is so funny. Okay, so now what we can do is we can get these slurry spiders and we can tell them to go and harvest things. So let's actually tell them to go, yeah, let's tell them to go, I don't know. I don't know, over there, I guess. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can we actually... We can connect them. You're out of mental energy for this turn. Oh, that is so sad. I wanted to do more, but yes, apparently that is very, very sad indeed. Okay, so how do we do microbuilder minifabs? I actually have no idea how to do that. Because it doesn't allow me, or it doesn't seem to allow me to do that. Structures, resource mental energy. No, that's not really going to make any difference. Okay, so there we go. We did that at least. And then if I go to my androids, we can maybe do something. So we can actually try to find some additional events. Like, for example, I could go here. Boom. That was mildly mentally stimulating for some reason. And we just killed a bunch of people. Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. We are actually doing okay right now. What's this? Ambush Captain. Captains are company-grade officers, an intense backup, just a push of a button away. Even if we succeed in killing them, we'll have a challenging incident on our hands. Aha, however, getting our hands on the armor they wear would be incredibly useful. Alright, so unfortunately that's probably not going to happen. What about Ambush Budget Security? Their jackets offer no protection, but have hoods that can completely conceal a face. Surely that would be useful for you at some point. Aha. Judging by the fact that their face obscurance is down, they probably work for a criminal syndicate. Let's see what's happening. Budget Security are freelance agents who do work for hire for the lower and middle classes. Okay, so we have a 49% chance of success. Or we can just murder them. Murder. Boom. This armor will be incredibly useful. Backup is just arriving now, unfortunately. Okay, so there we go. We did this, and we actually unlocked Crowd Mixer, Stolen Army. Stolen Army? No, Stolen Armor. And we have new units in the area now. So we're going to have to deal with these guys. Alright, so, yeah, Syndicate Enforcer. I have very... you know, could I just run? Nope. No, I just got my guy completely and utterly murdered. And that is to be expected, of course. But that's fine. That's really not an issue because we have enough ways of gaining more androids as we go through the city. And we're going to be able to expand almost infinitely as we continue to go. So I'm going to actually put this guy on standby now. We did get another combat unit here. So we're going to put this guy's Street Sense on and Slayer on. Oh, you can only choose one of those. Oh, okay. Oh, I actually shot this guy by mistake. Okay, that was not actually what I intended to do, but okay, I guess I'm going to finish up by shooting him again. And we're going to go onto the top of this thing here, and then we're going to do... Well, I actually have no idea what to do, to be honest, because these guys are going to come after me in just a moment. Probably, aren't they? They're probably going to do that. Anyway, this guy's going to go on standby, and then we can go to the next turn. Okay, are these fellows actually coming after me right now? Oh dear. They're taking it out on the local area, so technically I could move. Yeah, I'm gonna just I'm just gonna get out of here, actually. I'm just generally gonna get out of here. My technician needs to move as well. Just gonna go in opposite directions. I'm just gonna try to make sure that we are, you know, in the right possible place. I don't want to get myself killed too easily. That would be kind of sad, in my opinion. And you can always scrap units as well. But anyway, I think I've shown quite a lot of the game so far, but obviously, as I've said before, Arkan really knows how to do these really in-depth grand strategy experiences, and I'd highly recommend checking out the game yourself because there's so much to unpack here. So many different ideas to do, and the amount of stuff that you have to deal with is immense. So I would highly recommend checking it out. This is Heart of the Machine, and there's a link in the description if you want to play the demo right now. This is the demo I'm playing right here. And yeah, otherwise you can add it to your Steam wishlist too. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.